good morning, guys. It's a beautiful morning this morning again. Um, we here. It's a Saturday morning. Yesterday was, I think, it was a successful day. It was a little bit of a busy day yesterday. It was a rainy day. Today seems like it's a rainy day as well. It's early now. It's like 6:30 in the morning. Um, as I say, guys, I get up really early. It don't matter what the day is. I try to get up at least 6:30, 7 the latest. Sometimes I'll sleep over if I'm up late the night before, but I try to wake up early every day. I find that when I get up early, you have more time in the day. The day don't seem like it ran off real quick, and you say, "Oh, what a it flew by real quick," you know. But by you getting up early every day, it's like you have a full day. You get a lot more done. I think I'm more productive when I get up early. Just imagine I'm doing this vlog thing and I'm here editing videos, doing all sorts of stuff. Just imagine if I got up at 9, 10 o'clock. By the time I do what I gotta do, it will be 11, 12. Then it will be time to get my daughter, and then the day is over. So it's more productive when you get up early. You get to go do what you gotta do by the time the business place is open. Some people get up even earlier than 4 in the morning, 5 in the morning, go to the gym, stuff like that. I don't think I can do that because I do stay up late. It's normally 12, 1 o'clock before I go to bed, sometimes 2. So I'm good with 5 hours, 6 hours, anything, they always say you should get 8 hours, but I don't think, well, let's not get into that because I think 8 hours is too much. Other people is gonna say everybody has their own opinions when it comes to amount of sleep you should get. I do think you need around 7, 8 hours, but for me, 6 hours is good, 5 hours is good. It depends. I guess it depends on your body and age and all of that. I ain't no doctor, so I don't know. 5 hours, 6 hours is good for me. 8, 9, 10 might be good for you. Whatever works for you, it's good. Anyhow, it's a good morning. A little bit of mess. We were doing some testing last night on some sauces, so it's kind of the kitchen needs cleaning up. However, we'll take care of that. Yesterday, I left yesterday's video to upload, and I noticed it says insufficient disk space. Now I have a 2 terabyte that I'm saving stuff on, but I guess it ran out of space. What I was doing, I have other stuff on it, and then I have all the daily footages that I get. I put them in a folder and date them, right? Now, I was saying the other day, I'm not gonna keep the daily unedited footages. I'm gonna delete those. And then as far as the footage that I edit, those I'm gonna keep. So I have another 2 terabytes, so I'm gonna transfer, which is gonna take maybe days. I'm gonna transfer all those finished footages to just a single clean hard drive that I have. And then I'm gonna delete all the daily footages, the unedited versions. Don't mind me, guys. I just woke up, washed my face, brushed my teeth. I might have bags under my eyes. Don't worry about that. It's an early morning. We just got up. I still got sleep in my eyes, but because I just got up, got up. It's 6:30. I just got up and brushed my teeth, washed my face, put some clothes in the dryer, the washer, and came straight to my little makeshift office. So don't bash me for looking like I just woke up, but it is a life everyday daily vlog, so I'm putting this in. This is what I do. This is how I look when I get up. This is, what I'm saying? I ain't trying to fix nothing up. I ain't trying to put no makeup on and do all that crap. It is a daily life, and this is what I do, right? My voice is gonna sound like I just get up. as you go on later on, that voice will go away. That's what you're gonna get. 'Cause that's what happens to everybody that wakes up this like this. So that's what my vlog is about. It's life every day, right? And what I do. So if you don't wanna see it, as I said, feel free go to your favorite YouTuber. I hope one day I'll be your favorite YouTuber. All right, so let's see if we could fix this issue of insufficient. These videos take hard drive. It chews it up. You'll have a 2 terabyte, and in maybe 2-3 weeks, maybe, depending on the amount of footage, it's gone. As I said, this is not only YouTube footages. I have other stuff on it as well. So I'm gonna clear up some space on this real quick. Good thing about deleting stuff, I don't know if you guys ever noticed this, for the computer tech savvy people, when you delete stuff, it's almost instant. But try to copy stuff or upload stuff to it, it takes hours, right? So let's see how long this takes. Let's do this. I got nothing to hide either, so I could show it. Anyway, just put it over here. Yeah, so let's delete it. So if I delete right here, I'm gonna delete a bunch of daily footages. Delete. Look, it took like not even 3-4 seconds for it to be all gone, right? But that amount of stuff that I put on there, it took me hours, if not days, just to upload that amount of footage, right? It's amazing. They need to do something about the upload and download thing. Whoever is making these things, doing the Microsoft, whoever is responsible for doing that, you need to get upload as quick as how we download, delete it. Man, you lose your whole life in seconds. But try to put your whole life on the computer, it's gonna take days or months, right? Worse if you're filming 4K, guys. It's gonna be crazy. So I deleted that. So let's go back in our properties and see if we freed up how many space. So see, we just freed up 1 terabyte just by getting rid of the daily footages. I just freed up 1 terabyte. This is a 2 terabyte, and I just freed up 1 full terabyte of space. So with that being said, I'm gonna get rid of, oh, you know what, I could have compressed it. I think I could have compressed it and keep it, but I don't need I don't need the daily footages. I could get rid of the daily footages. The edited version is what's important. I'm gonna keep, right? Because most of my edited footages, it's the same as the unedited. I rarely, the pieces I take out is just one word, or you know what I'm saying, or maybe a street sign. That's what I'm taking out. So those I really don't even need that. So most of my edited footage is the full version you're getting. When I say I do an edit, all I do is just put the music in. Towards the end, I'll put a little subscribe button, put the intro in. But most of the daily footages, that's what you're getting. When I'm filming this, I try to film it in one take. So this whole 9-minute talk right here, all of it is going in. So when I do the editing, there's nothing to take out. I ain't chopping none of this out. This part right here, I ain't chopping none of it out. You get all of it, because it is a life every day. If I make mistake in my speech, you're gonna hear it. You know what I'm saying? If I say a wrong word or say something grammatically not correct, you're gonna hear it. I've said this before, but different people watching at different times, I'll repeat myself. Friends and family who watches everything, they're gonna see me repeating myself, right? But you have to do that. That's what we have to do when you do YouTube. If you watch YouTubers and pay attention. If you watch every single word they say, you're gonna realize they repeat themselves a lot. But it's okay. It's normal, you know. As I said, the person who watches this video right here might not have watched me yesterday, so they're gonna hear me with these things now and didn't realize I said the same thing yesterday. So it's okay, for all those up and coming, you know, vloggers or YouTubers who wants to start worry about that. Don't worry about it. I said that in the ads too, when you're placing ads or you're placing, I spoke about that yesterday. So, you know, you could get up every day and speak about the same thing. They're gonna watch you because who watches today ain't gonna watch yesterday. So that's what I realized. So don't worry about, you know, don't worry about that part of it. Okay, let me re-enter the date of this one, and then let me export that. So now I'm trying to, guys, I was hoping this would have been downloaded last night. When I got up this morning, I'm thinking it would have been up to the tube, up on the tube, but I didn't have any space. So, you know, as I said, I use CapCut to do the editing. When I use CapCut, I'll transfer all that to my hard drive. And then once the finished product is on my hard drive, then I'll then put it to upload to YouTube. So last night I was in the process of putting it from CapCut to my hard drive. Then sometime early in the morning I would get up and put it to download, so it would have been uploaded. Or when I get up this morning, I would put it to upload to YouTube. But unfortunately, it stopped overnight and said that there wasn't enough space. So now I've freed up some space. It's uploading from CapCut to my hard drive. I'm probably gonna, it takes a while, so I'm probably gonna head out to the salon, clean and check the salon, hook up a wash bowl I got down there, and then when I get back, it should be finished and I could upload it. Then I could upload it to the tube. Yeah, guys, so this is how my mornings start. I'm showing you from the time I get up to the time I go to bed, or at least till evening time when there's nothing else. You know, let's see what do I have. Yeah, I was watching some YouTube videos last night. Let's see, what's this? Yeah, there's other YouTubers I've been watching, like the food YouTubers too. We watch a lot of I watch a lot of David's Been Here. David's Been Here. It's all about food. He goes all over the world to, you know, eat and try all sorts of food. It's like remember that guy David Zimmerman on TV? He used to go on, but he used to try weird, odd stuff like foods that no one eats. But David's Been Here. He eats, you know, mostly the Caribbean. He's been in there, and he's from Florida. You know, but I watch a lot of his stuff. His stuff is real long, so his stuff will be playing in the background. You know, apart from the Jamaican YouTubers that I always watch, those are others that I watch. Roberto versus the world. He's a crazy dude. He's wild. He's in Thailand mostly, the Asian countries, messing around, getting drunk, doing all sorts of stuff. But his stuff is entertaining. He shows us mostly the Asian countries, but mostly Asian countries, mostly over there in Thailand and those places, Bangkok and, you know, Pattaya, those places. That's where he goes. So I have different YouTubers that, you know, I watch outside of the Caribbean, Jamaican. You know, you got some other Jamaican cooking channels. I watch them as well. Yeah. So yeah, you know, you guys could check them out. I don't know, everybody likes different stuff. Some people just like ASMR. Some people like those traveling people. Some people like, I don't know. YouTube has a little bit for every single person. So yeah. So last night I was watching David's Been Here and Roberto. I try to keep up with all these vloggers and what they're doing, and not to see what they're doing, but it's entertaining to me. So those are my favorite. Goon Squad. So I watch all the car stuff from Goon Squad. Um, and then there's another guy. Oh crap! I can't I can't remember his name. Goon Squad knows him. They've been on the same channel sometimes. But I watch his stuff a lot. But it just slipped me, so I can't remember his name. But I watch a couple car stuff sometimes. I watch couple of how to building stuff sometimes. But the main channels I watch mostly every day is the Jamaican YouTuber channels. David's been here and Roberto a few times a week, but not every day. So yeah, while I'm working here, I'll have some stuff playing sometimes in the background, and I'm watching them. I'm listening to them sometimes. Sometimes I'm not watching them, but I'm listening to them. So like now, Roberto is playing. Sometimes I'll have the headphones on. I'm listening to them, or have it playing while I'm watching them, and then I'm editing. I'll do a split screen, and so I'm seeing what they're doing, hearing what they're doing. But I'm working on my own stuff as well. So yeah, last night I was working on the Peppers website as well. Every day I put a little bit in, try to figure out and just familiarize myself with the different sections of it. So I was doing some editing on that. You guys could check it out. It's peppersatl.com. It's open to the public, but you can't order anything on it. It's still under construction. So I'm adding things to it, adding, as we go along to try and get a finished product. So that's what I've been doing with the website. Also did lifestyle salon suite website. That one is finished. You could go on there. That one is live. Everything on there is what it is. That's the right tenants we have and everything in there. I need to add 2 more buttons to that one, to some new tenants we got the other day. Well, they've been there a while, but they didn't give me their IG, so I couldn't link their account to the website. So I'm gonna go in and add their business to lifestyle. Yeah. So I see some feature of Google that might not work. Clear data. Other side. So yeah, choose. So even my computer now is saying that I gotta clear up some Google stuff. You know how when you got I guess it's this the storage data that when you go on sites, it'll store the site that you went on, the cookies. Yeah, we have to free up space with Google as well. I'm using this computer 24/7, especially for the editing. So I have to clear up a lot of things. Everything is popping up now. So yeah, this is just telling me cookies in Google. So I gotta clear up cookies in Google in order to keep moving. So yeah, see, so on Google it's 1.1 gigabyte of data stored by sites and installed apps. So yeah, so you gotta clear up those cookies. Yeah, so that's what it is. We gotta just get up early, keep it moving, put a screw in whatever project you're working every day. As I said, you will succeed at the end of the day. Let me show you outside. It's today, as I said, it's a beautiful day. Every day, without even looking outside, I know it's gonna be beautiful. See, yesterday was gloomy, wet, rainy, but it was a beautiful day. I sold the car yesterday, and that's just putting it out there 2 days. So the first day I put it out, well, It's been a couple weeks now. I put it out. So I had it on Facebook maybe 3 weeks now, 2 weeks. And then there was an interested buyer with the car. He was super interested. He came drive it with his wife, stuff like that. He said he wanted it. Said he's gonna leave and go to the bank and get the money the next day. Next day came. I asked him about it. He didn't show up. Contacted him in the week. He said he's still interested. He's coming to get it by Friday. Friday came. He didn't get it. So what I did, I took it off the street because I'm thinking he's serious. So I took it off the street for a whole week off the street side. So it was just sitting in my garage, in my driveway. So I say, at one point I say, I'm gonna keep this car. I ain't gonna sell it. I'm gonna just keep it, register it, get rid of the other stuff, and drive that car, right? So at the end of the day, he didn't show up. So that weekend, I decided, you know what? I ain't gonna sell it. So today is Saturday. So when it got down to like Thursday of the following week, so it's almost 2 weeks I didn't put that car out on the street, right? When it got to this Thursday that just passed, today is Saturday, I decided, you know what, I'm gonna put it back out on the road for the weekend and see if I get any hits. So I put it back out on Thursday. While it was out there, luckily, a couple of people had called me as soon as I put it out there. By evening time, this is one couple that pulled in. When they pulled in, they called me, and at the same time I opened the garage door, I went outside, saw them, and start showing them instantly. I said, yo, let's go for a test drive. Let's drive it. Let's go down the street, whatever, and you could take it on our drive. He drove it. So he drove it instantly and saw what I was saying. That car drives like brand new. He was just like this. Like he couldn't believe it. Like everything works. AC works. I was turning on everything, winding the window down, opening everything, doing everything. He was like, huh? And he's talking to his woman behind in the back and saying, it drives like new. There's no issues with the car, right? So I told him, I said, hey, you can't just look at the car. You got to drive it. This car, I mean, it drives like new. There's no shaking. The steering is straight. It's firm. No knocking. You know how you drive some car, you probably hear a little bit of knocking, squeaking. This car is just firm. It's like it drives like how you would drive a new car. And inside with the leather, it being locked up, stuff like it smells like a new car. So I told him, you have to drive this car. Just even if you're not interested and you don't have the money, just let's go for a drive, right? I was doing my salesman thing, right? So we drove it down the street. Dude came back. He came back, jumped out of the car and said, we want it. And he said, he asked his wife, I think it was his wife. He asked his wife, yo, you want to drive it? Let's go drive, So I said, yeah, let's go drive it. Because she's going to drive it too. So I said, drive, let's drive. She said, no, I trust him. She drove in the back up. She was in the back seat. So I said, the only issues I have with this car is just minor defects, like the little rip on the door panel, there's a stain on the carpet, there's a ding on the front hood. I show him all of that. He said, that's fine. That's just cosmetic. The car is driving good, right? So he instantly wanted. This was a Thursday. So same time we came inside, I told him it was late afternoon. So I'm still thinking he's going to get the money tomorrow or whatever. Same time he's telling his wife, hey, let's, try and sell him the money or something, So they were trying to sell me the money. However, there's a limit on Zelle. You can't send more than a certain amount. So they were trying to sell it instantly. Same time, within less than an hour we were there, and he was trying to sell that money. So point of the story is I didn't put it back out, and then by Thursday I put it out, and that same day I could have sold it if they had the money in hand. So they said they were going to come back. I was overnight I was saying, this happened before, and they said they're going to come back, they might not come back. So I was 50-50. I wasn't kind of excited or not excited. I was saying if they come back, they come back. If they don't, I'll put it out. He said not to put it out. He's coming. So Friday morning, I went to the graduation. I told them, just let me know when you leave the bank and you're on your way. I'll swing by. I'm close by. So 10:30 in the morning, I got a text saying, "Hey, I'm on my way to pick up the car." So I said, "All right, cool." So I dropped what I was doing, head over. You saw that in yesterday's video. So that's what happened with the whole sale of the car. I took it off saying I wasn't gonna sell it, put it back out there, and then boom, it sold that same day. They picked it up the second day, but it sold. It was pretty much sold. So that's how it is. When selling a car, if you have a car and it has issues, it might not go as quick. They're gonna look and they're gonna decide and whatever. But if you have a car and there's no issues, people out there are looking for cars. This guy told me he actually wanted another car, so he's looking 2 cars. So he came in a truck, but then I guess he wants to replace those cars. Maybe that tax money kicked in. So he says he's trying to get another car as well. I think his wife wants a Challenger or something like that. So they buy that car for them to drive for now and then eventually get themselves a Challenger. So, they got some settlement money or so. I don't know. Maybe they work hard. Maybe they got businesses. But let's not go the negative route. They probably work real hard, savings and stuff like that. But the way how he was talking, he came across some money. So that's why I jumped to that conclusion. But let's not judge no one. They may have some businesses or something that generated that money. However, he has some money and he wants to, no negativity, guys. No bad mind or negativity. Let's not do that. They took the car yesterday. It sold. I still got the rims. I got people asking me about them every day, but no one comes up. So I might just lower the price on that because I need it and it's taking up space. It's wheels are big. It's for the pickup truck I have, so I'm gonna get rid of those. Just lower the price. Keep lowering the price till somebody takes it. So yeah, that's how Friday went. So Friday, it started out gloomy. It starts out gloomy every day here. It's rainy season, I guess. Let's see if Sunday is gonna be a sunny day. Yeah. I've been telling you guys, Sunday is always a sunny day, no matter what. Here in Georgia, it'll rain all week, like what it's doing now, but then Sunday it's just sunny for some reason. So it's always nice on a Sunday. Hence Sunday. So we're gonna take a look outside. I got my thing. It's uploading now. We have 1 gigabyte of space. I'm still gonna clear up the hard drive a little bit more, but I need a plug. I have another hard drive, but I share the plugs for it. So what I'm gonna do is get another plug so I could plug both of them in, and then I'm gonna transfer the finished product on this other hard drive, and then keep the edited stuff on one, the unedited stuff. That way I could, as it fills up, I delete those and then keep the finished product on the other one. So I don't know if that's the way other YouTubers do it, but that's my little system. I have two 2 terabyte, and one of them I do the unedited stuff, and one of them is a finished product. So I just keep saving. When that one is filled with the edited stuff, then I'll get another one because I keep the edited stuff. So in 5 years, guys, I might have 50 the hard drives just filled with edited stuff, and I back that up just because I'm new to this. If something goes wrong and the channel gets messed up, or they I could always start a new channel and have stuff to post on the new channel. So that's why I do it like that. It's just a backup to back up everything. So yeah, it says 26%. I'm exporting from CapCut to the hard drive. So no, it's only 26%. It takes a while. I would say it takes about an hour and a half sometimes, depending on how long the video is. So yeah, guys, let's go take a quick look outside. This flipping thing with the camera too, I love it. I don't have to, turn around. Sometimes I just flip the camera like that, and it's, you could see what's going on. And also sometimes if I don't flip the camera, I could, even selfie mode, it automatically records in the right orientation. It doesn't flip that screen, right? In terms of the words being flipped backwards. I don't know if you guys noticed that. So this camera has that setting where I don't have to edit that and mirror it, right? So I love that about that. But yeah, it's a good day, nice day. It's wet, it's drizzling. It's not falling, but it's drizzling. So every morning we get up to gloomy skies, overcast skies. So I might not be able to cut the lawn today. Yeah, I wanted to get rid of those weeds out there. So I don't know what I'm gonna do. Every morning I get up and look at that weed, man, it's getting more and more. But I'm gonna do something. Even if I'm gonna take the lawnmower and just keep the weeds low, or we need to dig it up and put more mulch or something on it. But I'll figure it out. Let me see. Yeah, guys. So you hear the birds? Listen. Have a moment of silence for the birds. Someone got chickens back there. They got chickens making cock-a-doodle-doo sounds. But yeah, you could hear those birds chirping. Real nice. Sometimes I sit out here and I'll sit right here in these chairs and just chill and hold a meditation, you know? Jamaicans would say, well, I just sit down and hold a meditation or hold a meds. You know, sometimes you gotta take some time out by yourself and just meditate, you know? Don't think about nothing, don't stress over nothing, just hold a calm, chill meditation. Listen to the birds, listen to, you know, dogs back there barking, listen to nature, you know. Unfortunately, we hear cars driving by and, you know, where we're at, but when you're in the backyard, it's a little bit more quiet, you know. Yeah, alright, that's it for the birds. So yeah, I got a little mesh screen I put up the other day. Keep the bugs out. It's magnetic. I'll show you that. See? Nice. So here in Georgia we do have mosquitoes as well. And you got those little bugs that follows the lights. So gotta put that mesh. Sometimes I leave that door open when I'm cooking and to let the smell out. So I got that mesh to keep the mosquitoes out and the bugs out. So yeah, guys, we're here. I was doing some testing with some stuff. Well, not this, but I was doing some testing yesterday. So not me. Yeah, but I got some dishes to wash. You know, hot my water. All right, this morning talk has been too long now. It's been like 30 minutes worth of talk. So I'm gonna get going, get to the salon, and continue. Alright guys, so we got our hot water hot, and we got the kitchen cleaned up a little bit. And dishes are all gone. Let me go empty this garbage. One second, right here. Yeah, so with the garbage I got all that sauce I was testing, or we were testing last night. When it comes to the sauces and stuff, this time of year you have a lot of, you know, those little gnats, fruit flies. Oh, it's really bad out here. misty. It's raining. I don't know if this is rain or mist, but it doesn't look good. Normally I don't take this camera out here, but it's not raining, it's just misting. So let's do it real quick. Yeah. Yeah, but look guys, Mercedes is gone. No more Mercedes. That's the Infinity. Car is sold. Every morning I come out and I look and I see the I used to show you the Mercedes, I show you the rims. These we're gonna try and get rid of next. As I say, I'll just lower the price on them and try and get rid of it. But yeah, we tried, yeah, the gnats, the fruit flies. It's a lot of fruit flies this time of year. So any kind of fruits you have out, bananas or apples, they just, I don't know where they come from, but they just appear. So the garbage, you know, you gotta empty it daily, because then they tend to stick to those things. Yeah, let me get a garbage bag. So guys, see, we're in total darkness. This is a good test to see. It's not on the low light feature now, but you could still see my face, you know. This camera, I love it. Yeah, so you know, every now and then we gotta change that garbage. And I'm giving it to you live, yo. You see, I ain't fixing nothing. I'm not in a room that stage. So that's what I do, you know. Life every day. I change garbage every day. Alright, so got my hot water right here. I have one of the YouTubers playing in the background. Right now it's commercial time. And it's helped our students or our clients generate millions of leads. Alright, so I'm done at the house. I'm gonna head over to the salon, check out, see what's going on over there, and then come back and then upload that video. It's still exporting from CapCut, so I'm gonna come back and upload it to YouTube. So I'm gonna shut this clip down, and then head on the road. It's raining out there, so I'll get some clips of me on the road. So stay tuned. Alright guys, so we're on the road. It's a wet day today. It's Saturday and it's wet. It's not raining, but it's drizzling. Roads are wet. It's just a constant drizzle. You can tell right there. I got my wipers on. Yeah, so I won't be able to do the rotors on the car today, so I'm just heading to the salon right now to give that a quick clean. I'm gonna probably hook up that wash bowl. I got somebody using it today, so I'm gonna hook up that hair bowl, hair wash bowl. I'm gonna hook that up real quick. I need that plug I was talking about. I need a plug for my hard drive. It's just a little adapter, that USB adapter that plugs from the hard drive to the computer. I have two hard drive but one plug. I can't seem to find the other plug. So in order to transfer from one hard drive to the next, I'm gonna have to hook both hard drives to the computer and then transfer one to the next. So I need a second plug. So I'm gonna go by Micro Center, see if I could get a plug after I leave the salon, and then come back and shift some files around, make some space, you know, organize stuff on my computer a little bit. There's not much I could do today. I can't do the lawn. I can't do the outside stuff. I can't do. It's wet. It's raining. So I'm gonna shift and do inside stuff. So I bought some more meat, some more chicken for testing. So I'm probably gonna clean those up and season them. So maybe tomorrow or Monday I could do some testing again. Normally when I season it, I let it sit for like 2 days in the refrigerator, let it marinate in the refrigerator. When making jerk chicken, you gotta let it marinate for like 2-3 days for it to be seasoned to the bone, you know. So normally what I do, yeah, I'll buy it, season it, put it in the refrigerator, and let it marinate for a couple of days. So I probably do that. No, probably I'm gonna do that. I already printed all the stuff, the shirt prints that I need, so I'm just gonna order the shirts maybe tomorrow and pick them up Monday, so we could print some shirts. I have a few blank, like 1 or 2 blank ones already, but I'm just gonna get new black and whites shirts for Monday. So I said today is not much, just to the salon, hook up the wash bowl, and then get that plug and head back home. I had made a list, but yeah, I could do some more work at the salon because that's inside, but I don't feel like doing any sanding and painting today, so I'll probably leave that for tomorrow or Monday, depending on how I feel. I go with how I feel, guys. If I'm not feeling to do that today, I ain't gonna do it today. I'm gonna do it tomorrow, unless I have to do it today, then I'll do it. You know what I'm saying? If it's something urgent and I have to do it, then I'll do it. But yeah, we heading to the salon, as you can see. Not much traffic, just regular Saturday morning traffic. So you got Chick-fil-A, eat more chicken. Unfortunately, I don't eat chicken and I don't eat meats, so I guess I won't be eating at Chick-fil-A very soon. Sometimes I tend to put the camera like this. I keep forgetting I gotta hold it out, you know. Sometimes it's up in my face too much like this. So bear with me. It's just, nothing is edited. It's just life every day. This is what I pick up the camera and record, so this is what you're gonna get. Yeah. So yeah, we're here on our way. It's a pity we couldn't be rocking out and playing some music while we're driving, but we can't play music because of copyrights. So, and guys, this I don't know, I have to check with maybe another YouTuber or check with YouTube themselves, maybe, I don't know. So all the videos I've been posting, maybe somebody could leave a comment on this and tell me if that's the case. But all the videos I've been posting so far, I've been using an intro where I got that intro from CapCut. So you know, it's got music in it for the intro, and also throughout the video I'll use like a reggae background music that I use, right? So you're allowed to use it on YouTube. YouTube doesn't flag it, but it is copyrighted, right? So when you check on the dashboard, like in the back end of YouTube, it'll tell you the owners allow you to use it, right? So you don't have to take that part out. They allow you to use it. So I could upload the video, it plays, everybody sees it. However, when it's copyrighted, I'm thinking the owners of that track or audio makes money from it whenever somebody plays it through me, right? However, I'm wondering if that's a good idea. I don't want to use any copyrighted music at all. I don't know if it affects my account. No, YouTube says it doesn't affect my account. We could post it. It says no effect on an account. That's what I think, that's the exact words, right? However, when it's time, let's say I get monetized, right? I'm wondering if all those copyrighted stuff, whatever video is, that whatever commercials they put on that particular video, then maybe I won't be making any money off of it, but the people who, you know, whose stuff I used, right? So I don't know if you understand what I just said, but bottom line is, YouTube gives me the go ahead to post it with those videos, although it's not my video, my audio tracks, right? You're allowed to use it because the owners gives us a permission. But I'm just wondering if when I'm ready to get monetized, then wonder if that will affect me on my video. You know what I'm saying? Like they won't put ads on that video, or the ads they put on that video, I won't get compensated because I used another person's track in that video. Because YouTube, I've posted stuff before and they told you, it comes back with a copyright saying that this section of it is copyrighted, you can't use it, and I have to take that part out. You know what I'm saying? I've gotten that before. But with these tracks, because I got them from CapCut, they allow you to use it, but it's still copyrighted, if that makes sense. Only YouTubers might know what I'm talking about. So I'm wondering if I should not use those things on that, which, you know what, I ain't gonna use those audios in the future from, you know, from here on. I'm gonna try and find me some, or make me some music that I could use that's not copyrighted. That way we could eliminate that question completely. You don't have to guess or wonder what YouTube thinks. Just don't use it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make a whole new intro. That way, that intro, I made it. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, nobody can use it, or nobody can say anything about it. But yeah, we here at Just Brunch. Just Brunch is already filled. They got customers. They got customers in there already. We have a couple tenants here already. Let's hope it's not messy. I haven't been here since yesterday morning, so let's hope it wasn't, you know, dirty. So yeah, we here at the salon. It's raining as usual. I think this time of year is rainy season, guys. In the Caribbean, I know it's raining a lot during this time. Oh, there's a nice BMW right there. I don't know if you see it. It's like a army green with gold rims. It's looking good. Yeah, looks like a M340, or yeah, it looks like a M340, or it could be a regular one and they just hooked it up. But yeah, it looks good. Yeah. All right, let's get inside, do a quick clean, hook up that wash bowl, and continue with the day. It's Saturday morning and it's a beautiful day, although it's raining. But every day is a beautiful day for me. Sun, rain, shine, it's a beautiful day. Alright, let's get to the next scene. Alright guys, so we're here at the salon. We're in room 112. It wasn't dirty. The bathrooms and all that wasn't dirty. So I just vacuum real quick, vacuum the hallways, clean the glass in the front. That kiosk has a lot of fingerprints. We've got to clean that once or twice daily, at least once. So we got the hallways cleaned. The room with the cold AC, we still have to figure out something with that room. I'm planning on just blocking off that entire vent completely, almost just let a little bit of air in. She's saying it's still cold, so I'm gonna close that damper a little bit more and just let in a little bit of air. So what I did, I could control the AC from, you know, remotely. So what I did, I just turned that section of the building, set it to a higher temperature so it doesn't get that cold. So now I'm here. I'm gonna install the wash ball real quick. It's already installed. It's just the hoses that needs to, oh, I got the follow feature on, so it's following me. But I'm gonna install the wash ball, hook up the lines. The ball is in place already. It's just to hook up the lines. So I'm gonna probably set you guys somewhere up here. Let's see. So now it's following me. No, I need to be over here. I'm trying to give you a good angle. Let's see. If I put you right there. So now it's gonna, yeah, I think this is where I'm gonna put it. I'm gonna leave you guys right there. So let me pull this over so you could get a wide angle. So guys, this part of the vlog, normally YouTubers don't show you. They don't show you setting up stuff. They don't show you, you know, setting up the angles where they put the camera. I'm gonna show it because this is what I have to do in my life. You know what I'm saying? This is what I gotta do. So let me get started. I already had all the tools and everything I needed in here from yesterday, because I was gonna do it yesterday morning, but then I had to go to that graduation and stuff, so I didn't finish hooking it up. So now I'm gonna hook it up. So with these bows, they're pretty much removable. We keep them removable because then if somebody comes in and they don't use a wash bowl, we could just easily transfer it to another room. If they want a wash bowl, we could just easily attach it. So all our sinks have a hole in the side of the cabinet that takes the drain. So if you notice, this is the drain right here. I don't know if you can see it good, but this drain goes in and hooks back up with the drain that's under there. Alright, so all our rooms are capable of taking a wash bowl or not taking one. It's already set up to, all the plumbing is already there for our connections. All I do is just turn it off. So if I'm not using that room doesn't have a wash bowl, we just disconnect this line right here and turn that valve off, right, and cap it. So all our rooms have those valves where we could attach it or detach it. So it's a quick process. You're gonna see how quick I do it. It's probably just gonna be, this room is a little bit different. I have a box covering the plumbing back there, so I'm gonna have to take that cover off to hook it up. But normally, if without that cabinet, we would just hook it into the plumbing right here. So it normally takes 5-10 minutes, maybe 10 minutes the most. On this, it might take a little bit more because we have to take the panel off that box. But I'm gonna knock that out real quick so you guys could see what I do. I'm gonna remove the paneling so we can see what's going on. So this is the paneling I was telling you about. It's just, the panel was just what happened is this room, the plumbing next door over here was shared with this room. So there's a pipe and water lines that went next door. So what we do is just made a box to cover all of that, right? And then this would fit against that box as well. So this is where I would hook this one, So it's just a paneling that I made, a little box that I made. Let me try and get my facial recognition back. That way it'll follow me. What happened is I went away from it. So because I went away from it, it stopped following me. So I gotta, okay, there we go. So now it's following me again. Alright, so that's the beauty about this camera right here. But when you go out of view and it doesn't see your face for a while, it automatically stops following you. So yeah. So alright, let me disconnect. I'm gonna disconnect. So in this case, we have to, the pipe, the drain pipe that's there, we just have to put this T piece in. So what I'm gonna do is just disconnect this real quick. Let me hold it up so you can see it. So you see, that's why I like using these pieces as opposed to the glued ones, because if it was the glued ones, then we would have to be cutting and gluing and so this is what we need. We're gonna install this into the plumbing and then the drain pipe goes in here. So let's see. Alright, so I'm gonna bring you guys closer so you could see me doing it. Alright, so I'm gonna turn the facial thing off. All right, so as I said, this is live footage you're getting. It's not, I ain't trying to edit that part out, me fixing the camera and all of that. You're gonna see everything, and the reason why I'm doing that, because it's more about what I'm saying. So if I cut that part out, I end up cutting what I'm saying, right? And I'm not gonna do voiceovers. So this is the drain pipe that comes from next door, that drains into this wall. So what I'm going to do is just disconnect this piece right here. For the original plumbers out there, don't knock me for this. For those who's watching and wondering why I did it like this, normally they would use pipes that they glue, you know, with pipe cement and all of that. But the reason for this is because we're taking them in, we're taking it out, we're putting it in, we take it out, we put it in. If you have glued pipe, every time you gotta cut it and glue a new piece in, the amount of cuts we're gonna have. This room, I've removed this bowl at least 3 or 4 times. We had a tenant come in and we took it out because she didn't make up, so we took it out. We had a braider came in, so I put the bowl back in. All right. Then after the braider left, I took it back out because we wanted to be just like a makeup room, or it was too small when it comes to hairdressing and stuff. It couldn't rent, right? So now I'm putting it back in. So that's 4 times, you know, taking it in and out, right? So if we had pipes that we glued, that setup, it just would have to be cutting that pipe. Every time you cut it, it gets shorter. You have to piece and put it. Eventually you're gonna have no pipe left. In terms of keep cutting, it's gonna get shorter and shorter and shorter. So that's the reason for that. I don't know, other plumbers might say otherwise, but this works for us. You could remove a bowl and put it back within minutes. A lot of times we're down on time. A tenant will come in. You gotta remember, a tenant will come in on a Thursday and they want to start on a Friday, and the reason for that is they got clients that they have to service. So wherever they are, their lease might be up wherever they are, so they gotta move by that Friday. So they'll come to us on a Thursday and they got clients for Friday. So with that being said, we have to be quick in what we do. We can't be there relying on plumbers to come out and cutting pipes, and they're gonna tell you, hey, it's 2 days before they could get here. They do that. Anybody have used a plumber before? Or if you know, some plumbers might be right away. Most of them gonna tell you, hey, tomorrow or the next day. You know what I'm saying? So with this setup, it's easy. It's just to unscrew these things and put that Y pipe in, that T in, and hook up the drain. Quick and simple, you know. So that's why we go for that option. So all those real plumbers out there saying that that's not the correct way and this, I don't care what you want to say at this point, because it's what worked for us. You know what I'm saying? It's what worked for us. It might not be the right way I said, but it's what worked for us. So what I'm doing, I'm loosening the other pipes so that way we could slide this one out. If you notice, I gotta release a couple of them so we could get that one out. So now that that one is out, we're gonna put this one in. See that T piece? That way we could connect our drainage to this section. Alright, so let's get that done. And guys, this part of it smells, you know. It smells because that's the raw sewage. That's actual sewage. That's why they got S-straps and stuff like that. Hold on, let me see something. I think I put it in the wrong space. Let me put this right here. The hole has to line up, so I think we gotta put it over on that side. Alright, so I know today's video might be a little bit long, guys, but bear with me. In order to get what I do in a day, sometimes it takes a little bit longer time, yeah? So I'm gonna put this one right here. You can see. I don't know if you can see. I'll put this one right here, like so. And then I'm gonna put this one down here, like so. So that way the hole lines up with the hole that's in that panel. Alright. Sorry guys, I'm gonna go to the back real quick. I'm gonna pause this because I need another piece to go on here. So give me a few. I'm gonna get that piece and come back. Alright, give me a few. Alright guys, so this is what we need right here. Just a little adapter piece to go right here. And then once we put that on, we're gonna have to put one of these thingies on there and put our nut on. So now we have somewhere to attach our hose to, right? So all we gotta do is tighten all of these up, and then we're in business. Once we tighten all of these joints, so guys, I don't know, a lot of real plumbers out there might say, yo, you're doing it wrong, you're doing it, it's not correct, this, that. Guess what, this is what works for us. If you're a plumber that want to come and work on stuff and cut pipes all day, you could come and do it, but then we ain't gonna pay you. We ain't gonna pay you. So yeah, sorry, let me move you on to this side. So now with this being right there, you see the pipes will line up a little bit better. It's not dead on, but it's close enough. See that hole right there, that's where the drain pipe goes. So alright, so on this side we ain't doing much on this side, we're just gonna tighten up these pipes. Alright, so that's pretty much it. And then this is what I was telling you about with the valve. See, I took the cap off already. So once we hook the lines to this one right here and this one over here, it's got two of them, hot and cold, cold, hot. Once we hook that up, we run the lines from the bowl like this, comes to those two, and then they'll be hooked up. So let me move you guys up here. So let's take this out of the way. Alright, so the next move is to run the lines through this hole right here. There's a hole right here. Huh? I think I need to put you guys on the ground. So you see this hole right here? We're gonna run the lines through that hole. So, water. So let's put that hole. Put the water lines through here. So this pretty much goes through this hole and then goes into the cabinet under the sink to hook up onto those two valves. I'll show you. Then I'm gonna have to move you from right here, guys, because I'm gonna move the bowl. I'm gonna move the bowl back. Alright, so I think I'm gonna put you guys back in the chair and then just view from there. You'll see. Alright, there's not a lot of space in this room. So because it's not a lot of space, it's hard to position the camera where you could actually see. You know? It's alright, so we got our clamp for the drain tube. This drain tube I was telling you about. So we got a clamp on there. You're gonna clamp it like this. So once we hook that drain tube up, use a flathead screwdriver and tighten that clamp. And guys, this is not a how-to video. I'm just showing you what I gotta do throughout the day. Alright, so the clamp is tight. We're gonna move this back a little bit. We're gonna get the panel screwed in. Once we get the panel screwed in, then we can hook up underneath. I don't know if you're hearing me. Let me put the mic on. In cases like these, I'm not sure because I'm doing this thing live, so let me hook up. We got a mic that comes with it, so now you should hear me a little bit better. So hook this up right here. You should hear me a lot better. Sorry guys, so testing. All right, yeah, it's working. So all right, so I'm gonna put the panel on, screw the panel on, and then once I screw the panel on, we good to go. The drain is already hooked up. It's just to screw the panel on, and then we good to go. So that's how easy it is, guys. It's quick and easy. The way how we set up this setup right here, it's real simple. It's real simple. There's no, you don't need no plumbers out here. You don't need none of that. If we should do this and use plumbers, that's why I do the maintenance. Because if I should get a plumber out here, sometimes we gotta remove and put this ball back twice in 1 week. You know how much money that would cost to get a plumber over here twice that week just to do the same thing, put it in, then the tenant, we get a different tenant. That tenant didn't want it anymore, and then we gotta change it back and put, you know, take it out. It would just cost too much money. So by me doing this kind of design, it works out. All right, so that side is in. Guys, I need to make a note of I have a TV that I could put up there, up on the wall above the cabinet up there, but I keep forgetting that it's in the storage, so I have to try and remember to pick up that TV. I'm just gonna make a note of it as we speak, because if I don't, once I leave here, that's it. I ain't gonna remember. TV from trailer. Okay, so I made a note of that. You see, this is what happens. I'm doing something, it comes to my mind, I see it, stop and make that note, because then, you know, you'll go all the way to the storage, get something else, and forget to get the TV. So always make notes. Not everybody's perfect, not everybody's memory. I have so much different things tending to throughout the day. It's like, you know, I have to make notes, you know what I'm saying? If I don't make notes, I'll be in problem. I'm just gonna keep forgetting stuff all the time, you know. Alright, so all the screws are back. Alright, all the screws are back. I got the drain pipe hooked up, and I have the water lines in there. So let's see. Alright, one of these days I'm gonna have to cut the correct piece of pipe to go in here, because the hose, this is the hole, the pipe falls right here, so it's going in, it's kind of kink, it has a kink in it, so I don't want to bore a new hole to match the pipe. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna make a new piece of pipe where it lines up perfectly with the hole. The pipe is like right here and the hole is right here. So I'm just gonna make a different piece of pipe where it lines up perfectly. It has a little kink in there, but it should be good for today. When I'm done, I'm gonna test it, run water through it, and see if it's okay. But it should be okay. Yeah. So with this setup, see, it's I just gotta hook up the water lines now, and we should be good. The drainage is hooked up, the panel is back in. So all we gotta do now is just hook up the water lines. So on these lines you have a hot and a cold, so you got to pay attention to which one is hot and which one is cold. So this one right here is the one on that side, so this one would be the hot side, right? So this one is the hot side, and then this one will be the cold side. So you know what, this is kind of short. Alright guys, so what I'm going to have to do with this is I'm gonna have to reroute it. I think these lines are short. It came from another room, so the lines are kind of short. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go buy me some longer lines. I may have longer lines, but I'm gonna check. But I'm gonna definitely need some longer lines. These are just 20 inches. We need at least 30 inches. So I'm gonna I'm just trying to reroute it to see if I could get it longer. I had it routed around the on top of the hose, under the hose. So I'm gonna reroute it on top of the hose instead to see if I could get more length. So we got it rerouted. This one is the cold one. This one is the hot one. So let's see if it's long enough now. So the hot one made it, but the cold one is not gonna make it. So I'm gonna go get me a line. I'm just gonna probably get me 2 lines where it's long enough, where it's not stretching. Alright guys, so let's go to Home Depot real quick. I'm gonna check in the back, but I doubt I have it. But let me go to Home Depot real quick and see if I could get 2 longer lines to hook this up. Alright, so I'm just gonna check real quick and head to Home Depot. Alright guys, so we're in Home Depot. I'm looking at the paneling. Like these are actually floor laminates. But I was looking that front wall that we're planning on putting inside the restaurant. I'm thinking of doing the whole wall in a wood panel finish. So instead of building the wall out of wood, the entire wall, we could just use floor paneling, floor laminate floors that looks like wood. So if you notice, like these, it has that wood look, you know. So it's just a matter of how dark you want to go or how light you want to go. The look we were going for was more of a wood look, like this look, either this one or this one. So it's just a matter of, you know, I kind of like this one. It has a, you know, different texture to it, so it looks like real wood, you know what I'm saying. This one is just all brown, but this one has a little hint of gray in it, you know, dark colors, wood chips. It's got nuts, like nuts in it, like you know, like the eye of the wood, like the nut. It has that, you know what I'm saying. So I'm thinking of using, see, these more look, they're not natural looking, you know what I'm saying. It does have texture. This one is smooth, but I'm thinking more of a rough cut. You could see the saw marks in this pattern right here. So I'm gonna probably go with something like that. The name of that is Bradbury Hill wood. So let's see. Yeah guys, so you know, as I was saying, well, a while ago this guy wanted a survey, a quick survey. They get a commission, so I was asking him how much they pay him, so, and you know, a bunch of other questions. So I did a little survey so he could get paid. Anyhow, I was thinking of this one right here, but I'm thinking that one is too light, because when I look at the ones in the box, as you can tell, it's too light, you know. So let's look at this one. This one's too light, but this one, oh, so this one is dark, so it's a mixture. It's a mixture of colors you get in a box. It's not just one color. So you see, you could mix and match them, light and dark, and it's giving you that light and dark look. So it's just a matter of how we want it. If we want it to be one flat color, like one even color like this, or a mixture like that, you know. So it's just a matter of how we want it to look. So I'm gonna grab some pictures of that real quick, just to have an idea. So guys, that's what I'm saying. When you're building out a space, these are the things you have to take into consideration, you know what I'm saying. Like, do you want a nice even look like that one where everything is the same color, or you want a wall that some of it is one color, you know what I'm saying, different color shades, darker color versus light color. So when you buy these boxes, it pretty much comes like that, different shades, nothing is the same. So when you put it on the wall, you have to figure out a pattern that you want, you know, one light, one dark, stuff like that. So this is the thing that we would do in the background. you know, when building out a space like that. So you see how you have this color is more one dark, one white. You know, you have this one is like more like cherry. You got those that looks like marble tile. I'm thinking, you know, and then we have these, they're textured but they're more gray. So the floors we're gonna do like more like a gray look, and then the walls we wanted that because it's Caribbean, like a grill, we wanted that I'm leaving the hoses. Yeah, we wanted that rustic look, you know. See, even these are cheaper. These are $2.79. I think we might look into something like this. This is more like a darker wood. $2.79. Name of it is Cocoa Walters Oak. That one's definitely too light. This one is more like a natural dark walnut wood. That one is more have grayish. So I'm thinking that one. I like the darker wood. Everything inside that space is going to be white or stainless steel. In the front we're going to have a nice white, whiter look. Like the countertops is going to be full white. The background walls is going to be full white. So I think that darker wood look would probably be the better choice in terms of rustic. You know, I really like this wood right here, that one with the multicolor, but we'll see. This one more has it is multicolored, but it has more of an even look to it. Let's see, Cocoa Walters. So it's right here. So as you can tell, there's this. It's a thicker one too. It's much thicker. But you see, it's more of a darker color. You know, and it's cheaper. It's almost $1 cheaper. This one is $2.79. That one is $3.29. So you know, probably 50 cents more. Somewhere there about. I think I like this one. I like the price. When doing these things, I mean, it won't be much wood either, so we could go ahead and go with that one if that's the one I like, you know what I'm saying? Because the front area is just gonna be, remember, it's a big open pickup area, so the only section we're gonna be doing is under the counter, the pickup area, and the wall to the right. That's it when it comes to the wood. So I'm thinking, even if it's a little bit more pricey, we could use it. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, enough for in here. I wanted to look at that while I'm in here. So hold on, let me get a picture of this darker one. Yeah. So that one. And then we got this one. And then this one. Yeah. So, you know, as I said, this is what we gotta do when it comes to choosing materials. It's always something. That's just the counter, the front area. We still gotta choose the floors. I gotta choose. I know what the countertop is gonna look like. I already spoke to the guy who's providing the countertop, the cabinet guy. But then we have to put we have to think about other things like the wall we're gonna paint, what color we're gonna paint the front area wall in. So it's quite a bit of things we have to think about. So yeah, I'm gonna pay for this and head out, get back to the salon, hook this thing up real quick, and then we could move on to the next. But yeah, I'm here in Home Depot. Let's see. Let's take a look at these tools right here. I needed a blower, one of those blowers. Oh, where is it? don't see it. Anyway, oh, right here. It's actually 59 bucks, 60 bucks. 60 bucks for that blower. Oh, this blower, let me show it to you. I have one already, but a friend of mine, Cleve, he wanted one. So I was just looking at the price. Yeah. Alright, let me pay for this and get out of here. $21.
Please remove your card. Would you like an e-receipt? Thank you for shopping at the Home Depot.
Alright. Yeah. So we got our lines. We got our lines. 21 bucks for 2 lines. They got a lot of cement on the outside. But yeah, leaving Home Depot. We got our lines. We're gonna head over and hook up the washboard real quick. We ain't gotta be in no rush today. We ain't got nobody coming to take the space. It's just that I wanted to hook it up for a while now, so I'm just gonna get that done. Every day I try to just get a little bit done on the list. That was one of the things that was on the list, so I'll just knock it out. It don't take too long, as you can tell. It takes 10 minutes. The only reason why it's taking so long because the line wasn't long enough. That washbowl came from a different room, so because it was in a different room, the pipes was closer to the bowl, so you know the lines are short. So with these longer lines, we'll be able to connect it, and then you know we should be good to go from there. So I'm gonna head over to the salon, hook up the lines, and then move to the next scene. One more thing. I'm here talking in proper English for you guys to understand, but sometimes I've said it before in some other videos, I'm thinking of just trying to talk natural, my Jamaican patois. You know, I'm gonna do some of the videos in Jamaican in patois. You know, most of the guys who live here, most of the people who live here might not understand, but they might find it amusing. So I'm gonna start talking a patois like a real countryman Jamaican. I'm gonna just start talk like a real yardman thing. So eventually I'm gonna start do that, because I feel the jokes and how the way I say things might come across better, you know. So I go to Home Depot buy some longer line for hook up the washbowl. Pretty much that's how I would say it in a Jamaican. But because me I try make everybody understand what I say, I talk proper English, you know. So I'm gonna start try talking a Jamaican, mostly Jamaican, and see how, if you guys like that or not. Straight yardman thing we I deal with. I go buy some hose. Enough Jamaican now go agree with what I say, like buy hose and lay a pipe and all, but that's a phone problem. So here what I'm now. We'll go back at the salon and sort that out. Alright. Yo, them Kia people here, them Kia racers there. Them love them Kia, yo. The one they hook up and slam on the ground. Yeah. Them Home Depot people look like they're making money. I've been seeing a lot of BMWs and stuff parked over there. Audis, and you know, they look like, oh, hold on, seatbelt, guys. I always remember to put your seatbelt on. Don't drive off without putting your seatbelt on. It's crazy. Accidents are called accidents because you don't know when an accident is going to happen. So make sure you put your seatbelts on. You could drive out in the parking lot and somebody run into you. So always wear a seatbelt. It does save lives. You know, sometimes you meet an accident, you will fly straight through the windshield, you know, or into the steering. You fly forward and hitting the steering wheel. So make sure you wear your seatbelt, guys. Wear your seatbelts. You know, make sure you buckle up your kids too. I've been seeing people driving around, they're buckled, but their kids standing in the middle of the seat between them, or sitting over there with no seatbelt on. So make sure you buckle them up too. You know, it's much worse when you're meeting an accident and you made it and your kid died. So make sure when you buckle up on a picnic, and you know, make sure be safe, because you never know when an accident going to happen, you know. But yeah, the rain stopped fall. It's still overcast, no sunshine, but today is a beautiful day. It's a Saturday, you know. We woke up this morning, we're feeling good, no aches and pain, you know. So it's a beautiful day. Every time you wake up, make it a beautiful day. You understand? Don't watch no bills, don't watch none of that. Them thing that people just put that on earth for stress out people. So don't worry about the bill we have to pay. You understand? Just do the best you can and try to get it paid. You understand? In the first place, we create the bills, so we're obligated to pay them. You understand? However, you know, don't make it stressy. If you can't afford it, do what you have to do so that you can pay it. You understand? Some people are just work one job, go get another job and make it work and clear up them bills and don't create no more. Because people create bills, them end up have bills and I create more bills. Me guilty of that too. So I don't like me I say, you know? I don't like me I say, boy, it's like me not do it too. And I tell people, me do it too. Right? So now, you know, me have to try to control myself and not do that, you know. Don't create no more bills. You know, sometimes I see some things I would want and love it and want to have it, but want and need are two different things. So, you know, needing something or just want something is two different things. Just brunch full up. You see the group of people full up and they might have them sat the brunch, you know. But yeah, you know, want and need is two different things. So make sure you need it and not want it, right? It's something that you need. You need it for make your life better. You need it for do what I do. The other day, I spend a whoop of money on this little camera right here, but guess what happened? This camera is pretty much a necessity. I already explained why. I needed it. It's not something I see and I wanted. I'm gonna give one explanation, one example. Alright. So the camera, yeah, I need it because I say I try to do the vlogging thing and I can't use my phone because one, the phone heavy. When you hold the phone like this, it heavy in your hand after a while. The camera light, it is just a little small camera, right? So when I dip on the phone, I research something, I look up something, somebody call me, I have to stop recording if I take the call, or I can't look up nothing. But with the camera now, I can do what I do and actually I take the call or research something. Like I want to buy a Home Depot, I research some stuff while I can record myself, right? Or may I talk to somebody, text and stuff like that. When you use this as the recording device, you can't do this. So anyhow, that is why I needed that camera, and for all the other reasons where I say, yo, it follow you, all of them someday, right? So that's why I needed that camera. Now, them have a drone where they out there where would I love to have, where would I want. Me no need it, so me go allow it till when, you know, me can afford it, or at that point when me do need it, then I'll get it. So the drone is more of a want, is not a need. Me no need that for God to know recording and filming at the moment. You understand? But maybe one day we need it because me might find say it's a good addition to the channel and views, things we would want to see, like me there at the salon would like to do a drone shot coming from the ear coming down right to the front door. Shots like those. But it's not needed. You understand? That is more of a want. So that's the difference between needing something and wanting something. So something like that now I won't buy right now. Eventually I will. Or if you come across an extra money where you know you can buy the wants, then yes. You understand? So you have to kind of curb things like that. You know, you see a car and it's a car we want, but we know we can't afford that shit because it's too much money for maintain or too much money for even buy. But we still force and we get it, and then now what happens is now we end up in a debt. You understand? So me guilty of that. Me not gonna lie, me guilty of that. But now that me realize certain things and we come to the realization and say, yo, we need as people, we need to figure out we wants and we needs. You understand? We see something we buy if we eat. Do we want it or we just need it? Or we need it? You understand? We body really need that to survive? Or is just something where we taste buds that tell us we want to taste it? That's the difference we may tell about. So, you know, guys, you know, if we're guilty of that and we've been doing all these things, try wake up and separate your needs and your wants, right? Because I know everything we want, we need to get, you know. But as me say, that put we in a debt, and it put me in a debt. So now, you know, me been realize that all the time, and me still go ahead and make it overcome you. Because I say, yo, you see all this one life we live business, and them thing the way we end up doing, end up go buy things we don't want, right? What we don't need, what should I say? Yeah. But me there, me reach back at the salon, me go drop in the pipe real quick, me go show you when me hook it up on them something there. And you know, I hope you understand what me I say, because this is straight Jamaican me I talk now. So me know Americans might have a hard time. Everybody else when I come from Jamaica might have a hard time to understand what me I say, especially if me talk very fast. But for my Caribbean people, as me say, me gonna mix it up. Sometimes me gonna give you no Silka Caribbean, sometimes me gonna give you no proper talking. But right now, a straight Jamaican for your rest of the day. Zin? So stay tuned, me I go inside. Alright, so we back at the salon. And I got our hoses. So I just gotta replace these hoses. These hoses with these longer ones. As you can tell, see, it goes all the way, it'll reach towards that. This one can reach, see? So I just gotta replace those hoses. So like these hoses now, we ain't gonna discard them or anything like that. I just keep them in the plumbing bucket. So when they're in the plumbing bucket, then you know sometimes we could some applications when we don't need this long hose, so we could just switch it back to a shorter hose, you know. So we have a plumbing bucket back there with everything in it, everything. So sooner or later we won't have to buy any hose because we'll have it in stock, you know what I'm saying? But for now, we just didn't have one, a longer one. So sometimes you may end up with two long hoses, sometimes you end up with one long hose, a shorter hose. But it just depends on what room where we put the bowls. Sometimes these pipes are closer to this end. So in some rooms you might only need the short hose, in some rooms we need the long one. So I figured say me say me go talk in a Jamaican from now on. I keep forgetting. I'm trying to talk proper all the time so you guys can understand. But when I do remember, I'll put some patois in here for you. Alright, so one side is connected. Then we gotta check to make sure this is the cold side. So the cold side we're gonna put right here. Yeah guys, so today it's Saturday. Just in case I never mention it, I don't remember. I'll be talking so much I don't remember what I said from what I don't say. This is real world. Live filming. We're not editing anything. So there's things I'm gonna repeat a lot. And you know, you have different people tapping in at different time. They don't watch all the videos. So alright, so that one's hooked up. And then I have this one. I'm gonna keep this long hose. I'm not gonna change this one. Oh yeah, let's change this one. I don't like when it's stretching like that. So I'm gonna change this one as well. Put a longer one on this one. Yeah. That way, the reason why I'm putting a longer hose, this one reach, right? But I'm gonna put a longer hose. That way, if I have to move the ball out, it won't stretch and break anything, right? This one is just the exact. So I'm gonna put a longer hose. That way, if we have to move the bowl forward a little bit, we have room to move it forward. So let me take this one out. So yeah. All right. Put the longer hose on. So last night I was talking to a friend of mine, a really good friend, my best friend actually. I ain't gonna call no names, but he's my best friend. Big up, best friend. You know who you are. Now, I'm gonna tell you, this guy is like my brother. He's been there since day one. Ever since I met him, I've never seen someone more supportive ever in my life. I would have to live another lifetime in order to find somebody this supportive. He's gone in the years. I've known him over 10 years now, probably about 20 years. We're going ever since I moved to America, and this dude is the most supportive person, at least to me. I don't know about anybody else I've ever seen, right? I've ever met. And it's gonna take another lifetime, another 20 years for someone else to even catch up to how supportive he is of what I'm doing, right? Now, we were talking yesterday and he was saying, yo, I'm watching your videos and it's inspiring. It's inspiring him to do what I'm doing, because I guess it takes a lot of courage too. A lot of people don't want to put their life out there in terms of you know, what they do every day and all of that. So this is the second person actually told me that this was inspiring. It's something that they would want to do but just didn't have the courage or don't want to put their life out there, which is understandable. Not everyone want to put what they do, you know. But just me taking up the camera and doing this, it's somewhat inspiring to those two people so far, right? So I know it might be inspiring to others. I have another niece, I think she had mentioned it too. Said this is something she would want to do all this time, and you know, never done it for whatever reason. But you know, all I say is just do it. You know what I'm saying? Just do it. That's what I did. I just do it, you know. But it's good to hear it from him saying that, you know, I'm inspiring. I'm quite sure there's a lot of other things, but I'm gonna tell you from now, he watches every single video I have posted, all right? And even if he doesn't hear everything, he hears most of it. Because having a conversation with him last night, he's telling me some things that I even forgot I said, right? But then when he says it, then I could remember and we could talk about it. But he pays attention to it because he's realizing things I wanted to say but I didn't say it.
But he realized that I switched it up. But that's how well he knows me. Because he knows that's not what I wanted to say. You get what I'm saying? While to the average person, they would watch it and don't know that that's what I'm going to say. That's how well he knows me. So he's like a brother, he's a friend, he's very supportive. But this goes to show you how supportive he is. Because he sits and watch all them goddamn videos I put out. Right? So, you know who you are. Respect, bro. Me know you have my back in anything me do, regardless of whatever. So, you know, me go do the same, you know. Have his back in whatever he does, you know. Or have advice, or, you know, whatever he needs to know. I'm always there to answer it, you know. I'll never say no to this dude right here for anything, you know. If me have to take off my shirt off my back, me go give him, because he's like, as me said, this man support me in anything me do from day one. Anything me say me go do is never a no. Even when he probably know it now go work, but he go say, yeah, we'll make it work, right? So him and my number one fan. You see me? So right now, big up yourself, Bridging. Him no want me, you know, him no want go out there on camera yet. Yet. One day, you know, kind of say me inspiring, but one day he might take up the camera. But, you know, for now, we not gonna mention, you know, who know who me I talk about, and him know already who me I talk about. So me figure say the only way me can put him in a vlog is by me talking about him like this. So him know who me I talk. Him know say I me I talk, right? So when him watch this, him go I don't know how him go feel. It's like me I talk about him, but nobody knows say him. In other words, so him we alright with that, but I hope him feel good so I can put him in the vlog at the same time. So big up yourself, Bridging, my brother, my friend, my number one fan, will support me in anything, you know. Even here with these, when we do this, him there help to when him up here and stuff like that. So, you know, I don't know money thing or nothing. Him just there and him deal with it and we get it done. You know, whatever. You know, him have a big role in this right here. So we see what I do. So, big up yourself. Alright, so we got the back to work. They are chat and gone all over the place. So we got the lines hooked up. Hopefully I tighten everything. We got the drainage hooked up. We got these lines. I'm just gonna strap them up a little bit better than this. You know, get everything strapped up together. But that way it don't snag, anything don't snag. I'm just gonna probably strap it like this. Sometimes they got here and a lot of stuff behind in this cabinet, so I don't want to pull on it, so I'm gonna strap it up. I got some tie straps. So yeah, hopefully everything is hooked up. I'm gonna turn it on, check for leaks. Once I check for leaks, it's turned on right now. Once I check for leaks, this room is good. I'm gonna clean it out, mop it out a little bit, and then once I mop it out, then we're good to go. Alright, so that's on. Let's see if we get. So what we do is turn it on, let it bleed out a little bit. We're gonna check to make sure the hot water is hot water. See, it needs more pressure than that. Normally they want more pressure than that, so we could turn that valve up a little bit to get more pressure. I'm gonna get the mop on clean in here. So far I don't see any leaks. Normally you would see a drip if there's a leak. I'm gonna take this one back out so we can inspect it. This joint right here, keep that joint out so we could inspect it. Then we go get the mop. And we get hot water. So what I'll do, you know, although we hook it up, I know which line is which. I put it on the hot side and then, you know, make sure we get the hot water. Then you put it on the cold side. I know the cold side has enough pressure, but I'm gonna put more pressure on the hot side. Yeah. So yeah, it's working. Let me go get the mop. Give me 1 second, guys. Alright guys, so we got piping hot water coming out. See that? It's steaming. So we have it on the hotter side because there's so much pipes in here, so much sinks in here. So our heaters are turned up real hot. So we let the tenants regulate that heat. Sometimes they want the water real hot for whatever services they're providing. Sometimes they want it real hot. So we put it on the hotter side, and then they could regulate their temperature. When someone moves in, we just warn them and say, hey, you know what, this water is more than hot, like, you know, than the typical housework hot. And as I said, it's just because they be using, like the graders, I noticed they got a jug of hot water, boiling hot water. They use that hot water on the tips of the braids. So, you know, instead of boiling water, they could just use hot water from the tap. So that's one of the reasons why we use real hot water. Alright, so that's clean. So now I'm gonna clean the water that spilled under the cabinet. And then we're gonna actually, once we do that, then we could check for leaks, for actual leaks, you know. Alright, so far there's no leaks. So far there's no leaks. So if you look, we got, you know, normally you could just put your hand under it right here. By now there would have been a drip or something. There's no drips or anything, see? And we check right here where the pipe is at. No drips. No drips. This one I'm gonna turn up a little bit, put a little bit more pressure on the hot side. So see. So yeah, that's good enough. So they could control it. I think it's too high. Let me turn it back down a little bit. Alright. So yeah, that's good enough. As far as the hot water. The hot water, they don't need pressure, but the cold water, by turning hot and cold, they could regulate it. So normally they do that part of it, but they want it hot. Alright, so I'm done with this room. So I got short lines. So what I do, I just keep these in stock, and then, you know, anytime we need short lines, we could just draw for them. I have a bunch of short lines in the back. I didn't have any long ones, but I have more short ones now. Alright, so let me clean the water off here, and then we could move to the next. So I could close this right here. Alright guys, so this room is done. I'm just gonna finish mopping it out, and then we're good to go. I'm pretty much done at the salon. We have a full house today. Everybody's here working. All the barbers, nail techs, everybody's here. Saturdays are normally a busy day. So what I'll do, I'll just clean the bathroom one more time before I leave. It's not dirty, it's just here on the floors in there. So we'll vacuum it one more time and then get out of here. With all of this, what's going on nowadays, guys, we still got construction going. They're building a lot of houses, apartment houses over there. Yeah, even in these hard
hard times, we still got a lot of construction all over. So I don't know where people gonna afford to rent these places or buy these places, but they still building, you know. Yeah, so I got done with the salon. I'm heading to Micro Center. Micro Center is our local electronics store. So I'm heading over there to get that cable for my hard drive. I'm going to spend some time and clean up those hard drives I have. I have a bunch of pictures and unnecessary stuff that has taken up a lot of space. So I'm gonna clean them up, get rid of some stuff, organize the files that's on them, and so I could back up stuff, you know, better. So I'm heading to Micro Center to get that cable to hopefully. Oh, there's action going on here, guys. We got police with sirens on. 2 cars coming. We got 2 cars right there. They're going up the street. We got 1 more coming. Oh, we got 2 more coming. Oh, they're going the other way. I don't know, something happened, so they're rushing to go somewhere. Yeah, but that's what it is. Everywhere you go, yeah, and yo, get up too early. I was up since 6 o'clock this morning. 6, yeah, about 6 o'clock. Yeah. So yeah, we got a couple things done. We got the wash bowl hooked up. We cleaned the salon, you know. Went to Home Depot, looked at some flooring. I'm gonna go back to Home Depot later on today. I have to go back to the salon later today. One of the tenants' wash bowl, her wash bowl, is not draining properly. So sometimes because it's a lot of hair that's going in the drain, it'll get clogged up. So I'm going to, you know, remove the P-trap and check if it's clogged up with hair or hose. Sometimes the hoses get clogged up. So I'm gonna check the drain hose in her room, and then, you know, clear it out, get that going. So I have to go back later. So I'm gonna work on that later today or tomorrow. Well, tonight I'm gonna disconnect the hoses and check that. But then tomorrow, later on today, I might do, or tomorrow, I might put the damper, close off that damper in the room that's cold. So I got that to do. So that's the only 2 things I'm gonna go back to do later on today or tomorrow morning. We got most of what we had done on the list. So now I'm gonna go back home. It's still overcast and messed up weather-wise, so I might not do the rotors today, because I don't want to go start it and in the middle of it the rain comes down, and I'm doing it on the floor, so it's like, you know, it's just wet and I don't want to be in the wet. So I'll do that when it's sunny, when the weather is better. Yeah, there's a little seafood spot over there that says Captain Louis. They said it's good, but I never tried it yet. You know, you got your juicy crab. Oh, I heard Red Lobster is going out of business, guy. What we gonna do without them cheddar biscuits, yo? Yeah, and the clam chowder. I hope they still sell them, like sell the mix, the Red Lobster biscuit mix. Yeah, but they're going out of business. Yeah. So yeah, we heading over to Micro Center, get that cable, and then we're gonna head home and clean up our hard drive. We're running out of space, guys. We're running out of space. If I had the shirts, the blank shirts, I could have printed the shirts, but I don't have those. So we're just gonna have to do those on Monday. Yep. So let's check in when I get to Micro Center. Oh, Micro Center is right around the corner right here. So let's just vlog me pulling in. Yeah. cars on the road today. It's Saturday, so normally people are out shopping. They're, you know, grocery shopping. They're at the mall. This area is filled with all of those things, like mall stuff, mall and shopping, and you could go out and eat. It's just a lot of things going on in this area. We drove by here the other day when I was going to Walmart, but it's a lot of dealers in the area, food places and stuff like that. So because of all of those things, it's kind of busy today in this area. It's a lot of people. I should have parked on the side right there. But yeah, so we're at Micro Center right there. Micro Center. It's like an electronics store. They sell everything: TV, computers, cables, you know, any kind of wiring, telephone stuff. They sell all that. It's an electronics store. So yeah, let me grab me a parking and then head inside and see if we get that cable. We got a student driver right here. See, it says student driver on the back. They back up and go forward like 4 times already. See that they're not sure how far to come back. But yeah, they got it now. So yeah, guys, you gotta be patient with the new drivers, you know. You have to be patient, guys. Don't be rushing, tooting your horn, stuff like that. Just be patient, you know. They gotta learn somehow as well, you know. They gotta learn, you know, to navigate, and one day they'll become experts and be able to, you know, whip it in and whip it out real quick. Anyhow, let me go inside real quick, check this cable out. Alright guys, so we just left Micro Center and there's no that cable we want. It's pretty much too long. So they got the cable. It's called a micro to USB cable. So that special end that goes on the hard drive cable side, it's a micro. They call it a micro plug or whatever. So the cable is actually a micro to USB cable, but they have it, but it's like a 6-foot cable. I don't need a 6-foot cable. I just need it to plug right in the side of my computer to the hard drive. So I need something like this long. The one I have is about this long. So the hard drive sits right beside it. If I get a 6-foot, there's a lot of cable gonna be bundled up all over. So I really need a real short one. So I don't think Walmart have it. Those short one normally comes with the hard drive. So I didn't see they have any. I didn't see them with any of them. So I'm just gonna look online and order it online. Yeah, I'm just gonna order it online. A short one. I only need one like maybe about a foot, like 12 inches or less, you know. So they didn't have it, so I'm gonna head to the house. It's already after 12, so I'm gonna get something to eat. So I'm gonna head to the house real quick. I could have sworn I need something else from this place, so I'm thinking I'm gonna sit here a little bit and think about it, see if I need anything else before I drive off. But yeah, I'll catch you at the house. Alright guys, so I didn't get the cable at I did not get the cable from Micro Center. However, I found one on Amazon for $10. It's the real short one. It's like 6 inches. So I just ordered it. It'll be here tomorrow. No big deal. What I could do in the meantime is just start deleting stuff from the hard drive that I don't need. I'll just go through and start deleting stuff. But to transfer it from one hard drive to the next, I need this cable, right? So yeah, they don't have it in stock. They have it in stock, but they have one. It's 6 feet long. I don't need a 6 feet long cable to put a hard drive next to my laptop. So I just ordered it online. So I'm heading back home. I'm gonna grab something, whip up something real quick to eat over there at the house, and then see what happens. The day is not too bad. The day is pretty much, it's still overcast, but it's nice. It's not raining anymore. It's just overcast. So I'm thinking I may put the rotors on that car. If not, I'll do it tomorrow. I'll wait till tomorrow, because tomorrow is gonna be a sunny day. Yeah. So the lawn is wet. I can't do much with the lawn. Look at that little Subi right there, that WRX Subi. Nice and clean. It's got mud flaps on here, but it's clean. Yeah. Yeah, so I always like those cars. I'm gonna probably get one of them one day when I have money. Right now we ain't got no money. Yeah. So yeah, so we're gonna head over to the house and get something to eat. Yesterday's vlog is up on the tube. It got downloaded this morning, so it's up on the tube. It's live. Yesterday was a busy day. We got a lot done. Got the car sold, so all that is in yesterday's vlog. It's now Saturday. Friday's vlog is up. I'm still going strong 2 weeks later, guys. I'm Friday made 2 weeks of continuous vlogging every day. There's a Tesla over there. Got a lot of customers buying up them Teslas. They're building a huge parking deck behind. So yeah, yesterday was a real productive day. Got a lot done. Got the car sold and stuff. So right now I'm heading home to go clear some stuff off the hard drive. Yeah. Alright, see you guys later on the next scene. Look at this Tesla right here. I guess they wrapped the brake lights on the rear. So let's see when he steps on the brake if it shows red. You could barely see his brake light. How is that legal? The cop's gonna get on him. He's got a third brake light, but if you look, the brake lights are covered. I don't know if you're seeing it good, but yeah, his brake lights is covered. So yeah, that's not good, because when you hit the brakes, we can't see your brakes, bro. That's not safe. So that's what I tell you, people do some crazy things, boy. I mean, they're trying to make it look nice. They're trying to make the car look nice, but I be a foolishness them I do. No, you gotta remember, when we drive and you look in front of you, when you hit that brake light, that's what that flash catches your eye to let someone know they're slowing down. But if you cover your brake lights, ain't nobody gonna, you see what I'm saying? Your initial reaction to that brake light is gonna be off. Look, see, you can't even see it. You see the third light, but look at his brake lights, his tail lights. You could barely see them. I don't know if it shows. It just shows up as two little lines. You know, if they covered it, what they should have done was just leave that little red part so it shines bright. You know what I'm saying? Just leave that little line where the brake light is, you know, open. But they covered everything. I don't know if you're seeing it, but yeah, you're seeing it. So the third brake light is showing. What happens if the wing goes down? If the wing goes down, then you won't see the brake light at all. Anyhow, he's gonna run into the right police officer one day that's behind him, and they just got the car too. So you see, look, he broke up on me a while ago, and my reaction was slow because I didn't see his brake light. You know what I'm saying? That's dumb. That's real dumb. Idiots. Anyhow, when the officer see him, he'll get on him and tell him to take that crap off. But this is what people do. That's why I said that you got some crazy people out here doing crazy stuff and cause problems. You know, when somebody run into the back of them now, guess what? We're going to be the ones, the people who run into them, going to be the ones who are wrong. But yet still, you covered your brake lights, so we can't know if you're braking or not. That's crazy. That's a sticky situation right here. However, even if you run into somebody like that, they may look into that and say, hey, you covered your tail lights. You know what I'm saying? You could probably take that to court right there if you run into somebody like that. Even although the law states if you run into someone, if you run into somebody in the rear end, you pretty much automatically wrong. That might not be the case in this situation. If you know what I'm saying, if you run into them and you could prove that, hey, your tail lights was covered, deliberately covered, you may be able to get away with that. So, you know, not all the time what's in the rule book is you know, applicable. Sometimes you could overturn the rule book based on what the scenario, the case. Anyhow, heading home. I think I might take my hair out today and get it washed. That's where my braider is. This African lady, that's where she is. So I was just passing by there and I'm saying maybe we could maybe I could take the braids out. You know, it needs to be redone. The side right here needs shaping up. You know, need a fade and a braid. So that's why I didn't take it out. So I was wondering if I should fade it first and then go get the braid, or braid it first then get the fade. I don't know. I'm thinking I should. I mean, I guess they could do it whichever way, because when you fade and get rid of and fade it first, the braider normally just braid it nice and clean and, you know, don't leave any edges or anything like that. But if you do it the other way around and then you braid it first, then the person who's cutting the hair could just cut the rest of it too. So I don't think it matters. It's just a matter of which one I want to do first. In most cases, I always get it braided first and then go cut what's left after. So I'm saying, from the other day I was saying, let me try and cut it first and then get it braided. So that's why I haven't, you know, because I haven't got the time to go to the barber. Yeah. Sometimes you guys might hear me fumble a lot when I'm talking English. It's because I'm trying to talk good English for you guys. So I tend to use the wrong words. I might be grammatically incorrect sometimes. But you see, if I talk Jamaican now, it's easy for me just talk Jamaican. I don't have to worry about to fix up no word and them thing. I just talk regular Jamaican and, you know, I go get me hair cut, get it shape up and then braid it afterwards, you know. So when I talk in a Jamaican, I don't have to worry about grammar and them something there. We don't talk with grammar when it comes to Jamaican. You know what I say? So that's why I say sometimes I go just start vlogging in Jamaican in a patois. Because I'm vlogging in a patois, I don't have to try think what I say. I just talk, you know. So I think at that I go start do, just start talk straight Jamaican. You guys have to just figure out what I say. You see me? Yeah. But yeah, me there. The car when me that sell, he come like a neighbor up the street somewhere up here. He live up here somewhere because he be watching every move I make. But he live on this street somewhere. But he made the boat run past him because guess what happened now? Somebody else come and bought the car, so he didn't get that chance. He took too long. I think he just a try hold out to see if I tell him to come get the car and pay less money. You know what I say? But where I go though? Yeah. I have to cut out the little piece here still. Out of the vlog your car. You know want chat people and go vlog it. You see me? Yeah, it's nice and sunny again. See, sun come out. It's raining all morning. Now it's sunny. Atlanta weather, well, the world weather. Can't get to cut the lawn. Lawn is wet. Let's see tomorrow how tomorrow looks. But yeah, Saturday is a slow day. We only did a little bit of vlogging today. This morning, oh, we did some vlog inside the salon, me putting in the wash bowl and stuff like that. But right now, haven't been doing anything more than just editing and researching stuff online, cleaning up my hard drive. That's what I've been doing. I just seasoned up the chicken a while ago. I wanted to jerk it, but I'm gonna end up doing curry chicken. The leg quarters I bought from Walmart, they're super huge, so I can't use those to do jerk chicken. They're too big, so I chop them up instead. I'm gonna do some curry chicken for the Jamaican people. Some curry chicken and boiled banana with yam, maybe some rice and peas. We don't know yet, so tomorrow we'll figure that out. I'm gonna cook that tomorrow. As I said, I don't eat chicken, but I'm just gonna cook it and give it away to friends and family. They could eat, you know. But yeah, it turned out to be a lovely day, lovely afternoon. If you look, sun is out. It's been raining. It was raining real bad, like a thunderstorm. Came down real bad, but cleared up pretty well now. The sun is out. So yeah, let's see what's next. I cleared up most of the hard drive, so I got 2 of them. So I'm gonna clear up the other one and organize stuff. So one of them is organized already. I got all the pictures that I don't need deleted, all the, you know, screenshots. Sometimes I end up deleting what I need to delete, clean it up quite a bit. So now I'm gonna move to the other hard drive and go through it and sort it out and put things in the correct folders that I need. So I'm gonna get to that. See, everything is kind of organized now in all of them, in folders. At first everything was just scattered and all over, so now it's organized. So yeah, I'm gonna get to it and just sit around and do some computer work. I can't do anything in terms of the restaurant. There's nothing else to do at the salon. So later on tonight, I'm gonna go and clean that drain that was stopped up for one of the tenants. I'm gonna get that done. But apart from that, there's nothing else to do. So check in later on. Let's see what else I could find to put in this vlog for today.